Welcome everyone to Where Is Your Stop? This week is October 8th, 2014, and we are coming into the fourth quarter and obviously already starting out with a bang. And so in this past week, we had talked about in the hawking perspective, one of the news stories was how Samsung was having a big effect on the Korean stock market. And so just wanted to take a look at what this has looked like over the past year and longer. So for us, back here in 2013, we would have gotten out of a long trade, boom, right in here, and then really didn't have actually any signals right in here. Surprisingly enough, this is very much in line with the volatility, both on the upside and on the downside. So nothing occurs, and then bam, all of a sudden, right around in here, we have this huge increase in volume and volatility, along with the confirming price action. And so what happens is that we have a very quick move to the upside. Obviously, this is those times where you're thinking that you're a genius. And this occurred in a very short amount of time. Because of that, with that increase in volatility, we give that trade a lot of room to be able to have a potential run. But sadly enough, it immediately, after about 2 months, turns over and falls back down the amount that it had, and we had just moved our stop up, still very wide, and ended up getting stopped out. Now, very shortly after, a part of the game, we got another signal to get in, and this is where it comes to being consistent in what your system is providing you. And so we get in that trade, and obviously a lot different price action, and this is what we kind of wanted to highlight was, compared to this literally almost 90-degree angle up move right here, essentially we have a lot more shallow of a move. In fact, you can almost literally see it visually in here, where you're still creating these higher highs and these higher lows, but the higher highs were pretty shallow. They were just ever touching. And this was also happening over a lot longer period. I mean, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 month period here, with the type of appreciation that occurred here in a matter of days. And so what happens is that due to that decrease in volatility and that decrease in volume, but that still increasing price action, our trailing stop gets moved up a lot quicker with regards to that. And so what happens is, once again, we fall right over, and we ended up getting stopped out here for just a very, very small gain, just like before. The difference is on this next, on the day that we get stopped out, we also get that short signal. And for us, that's a big sign, because we then continue to move down. Now, with what happened here, can obviously happen here. We could possibly just have a snapback up into that 64 range. But due to this down move, we're once again very wide outside of the noise, letting this have the potential to have a very far running move to the downside. But the key is that we are following our rules no matter what, even if it means taking small gains and small losers, waiting for that large winner. So is Samsung having an effect on Korea? Absolutely. We're seeing extensive moves to the downside with regards to that, and we ended up getting out of that long and into that short, and going to be riding that as much as possible. So, as always, hit us out with your questions, your comments. Coming into the fourth quarter, lots of earnings announcements. I know that everybody will want me to look at a few isolated companies as well. So we love hearing from you guys as always, and to beating random and staying outside the noise, looking forward to talking with you next week.